What's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kyla Latrice, and today I will be telling a story time today. Most of my story times have to do with my ancient ass family, my toxic ass family, and today is no different. Today we're going to talk about domestic violence, trigger warning, and it has to do with a sibling. Another one. But this particular sibling has put his hands on me more than once. See, the other brother, he put his hands on me one time, and one time only. But this particular sibling has been putting his hands on me for a little minute. And this story time is in no way to hurt anybody. But you're not going to keep me silent. You understand what I'm saying? You should have never did what you did. And you should have never kept doing what you've been doing. And you know exactly what the fuck you've been doing. You and I both know what you've been doing. And how long you've been doing it. I don't give a fuck who feels like they know you. You know you've put your hands on me more than one time. That's why my teeth are chipped. So, let's get into it. Around July, when Keke Palmer went viral for wearing that dress right at her Usher concert, me and my brother was talking about it. And he was just like, oh, basically he gave his opinion and I gave my opinion, right? I was like, I don't really see a problem with it, blah, blah, blah. And he started talking about relationships and all this other shit. And the conversation started getting heated. The thing is, he doesn't know how to debate and he doesn't know how to accept people's opinions about certain shit. So, like, if you don't agree with him, because this has happened before, to where if I don't agree with him, he'll get mad and upset and he'll storm out the room. Like a bitch. Literally, like a bitch. He'll literally get mad, storm out the room, and he won't talk to me for a couple days. Like, he's weird. I think mental illness. I really do. I think my brother is mentally ill. Like, something doesn't click because he's just weird like that. But anyway, let's get into it. So, he gets mad. Okay, I say my opinion. He says my opinion. We disagree. And I'm just like, okay. Because he said, what did he say? He said my opinion was stupid. He was like, I think your opinion is stupid. I think your take is stupid. And I'm like, okay, if my take is so stupid, why are we talking? Like, what the fuck? I don't want to talk about this shit anymore. If my opinion is stupid, if the words that are coming out of my mouth is so stupid, I don't wish to speak to you anymore. And he's like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Like, you're weird. So then he starts to leave, which is what he normally does. Weird shit. He starts to leave. And he's like, oh, matter of fact, give me my present I bought you. So he bought me a taser for my birthday. He's like, give me my present I bought you for my birthday. That's what he says. I'm like, I don't know where it is right now. Like, I don't know where it's at right now. Because I really didn't know where it was. There could have been 4 places it could have been. But my thing is, I'm going to give it to you on my time. I'm going to get that shit to you on my time. So, he starts going through my book bag because my book bag was sitting right there. And he's like, find it. And so I take it out and I give it to him. And he's like, no, I want the case it came in. I want the case it came in too, and the charger. I'm like, I don't know what that shit is right now because I really didn't. And you not finna stand over me while I look for it. Like, you not finna go room to room while I fucking look for it. Like, the fuck? So I told him, I said, I'll give it to you tomorrow. I'll give it to you. Like, I'll look for it and I'll give it to you. He was like, no, I want it now. Don't ever feel like you can tell me what to do, bro. Like, what the fuck? Don't ever feel like you can tell me what to do. And I told him straight to his motherfucking face, I said, I don't know where it is. I will give it to you when I find it. Just like that. And so he picks up my plushie. He picks up my weighted plushies. Now, he knows my weighted plushies are very important to me because I have anxiety. And I went through something very traumatic last year. So he knows my plushies are very important to me. And they were expensive. So he picks up my Stitch. And he acts like he's about to rip it. And I'm like, you're being a bitch. Like, you're being a bitch. Like, are you for real? I told you I was gonna give it to you when I told you I was gonna give it to you, basically. Like, I don't want it. If I don't have the taser, what the fuck do I need with the case? I don't want it. I'm gonna give it to you, just not now. I don't feel like dealing with this dumbass shit. And so, I go to the kitchen and he follows me into the kitchen. Like, backs me into a corner type shit. Like, this is the wall and he's like standing right here in front of my face. And then I go into the den area and he follows me right there with my plushie in his hand, acting like he's about to rip it, right? And so I get loud because I was gonna go into my mom's room, right, so she could diffuse the situation, but I can't because he's like in front of me, following me, basically. Why? I don't know. He was trying to act like he was going to basically, I don't know. He was just very aggressive. Just wanted to show that he could be aggressive towards me, basically. So I get loud. I'm like, I don't know where it is. So my mom can get up so she can, because, you know, if she hears something going on, she's going to get up. My plan worked. My mom comes into the den area. He still has my plushie in his hand. And my mom's like, what's going on? And I tell her everything that happened up that far. And she calls bullshit. It was dumb as fuck. Stupid as hell. Because like I said, he's not right in the head. I truly believe that. And so my mom is looking like, give her the plushie. Like, what are you doing? Give her the plushie. My mom is standing right there. He is, okay, so let me give you some context about my brother. My brother works out every day. My brother is a gym rat. He lifts weights. He does all that shit, right? He's very, very muscular and very, very strong. So he took that to his advantage. The plushie is already weighted, right? And y'all remember them locks I had, them long 36-inch locks I got for my birthday that I installed myself? I had those in a bun. So it was like a big beehive on my head, right? And so he decides to, instead of giving me my plushie, he decides to throw it at me. He threw my weighted plushie at me. And you know what? I feel like it's all calculated because he was planning on doing that, which is why he took the taser, because he knew damn well I was going to use it on his ass had it had been in reach. So I feel like this shit was all planned now and calculated. But anyway, he took the plushie in front of my mom and he throws it at my head. Mind you, like I said, he's very strong and the plushie's already weighted. Plus I have weight on I have a beehive on my head, I have braids on my head, right? So he threw it at my head very, very fast, and I kind of blacked out a little bit because of how fast he threw it, because of how strong he is and the weight. My bun knocks off my head. My bun gets knocked off my head because he threw it like that. And he's like, what you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? I don't even remember what the fuck happened after that. There was a bunch of yelling and screaming. So I don't remember what was said verbatim, but I remember what he did. I have no idea what was said, what he said, but I remember a bunch of leave me alones. I'm gonna call the police on you. Because after that, my mom got in the middle of us. Because now I'm backing up. I'm not even trying to hit him. I am backing up. I am literally in the corner, right? And he's here, and my mom is right here in front of me. And he's trying to get to me. My mom falls, right? So we're all like right here in the corner. And somehow my mom falls, right? She falls face down. So like her face is on the floor. And then that's when he gets in my face, right? So now he's right here. And so when my mom fell, I screamed. I said, I'm gonna call the police. He's like, you gonna call the police on me? 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 And so my head is against the wall and he mushes my head into the wall. So I'm like this and he's right here in my face. And then he mushes my head against the wall. Now the mush didn't hurt because I had braids. I had locks. So the mush to my head didn't hurt. I didn't feel it, right? So eventually he backs up. I pick my mom up off the floor, like I help her up, and eventually I pick my mom up off the floor, and then he decides to throw water on me. There were 2 water bottles, or maybe there was 1. There was either 1 water bottle or 2 on the table, and he starts throwing it at me. He poured water on me. And my mom tells him, you're a monster. And so then he leaves. At that moment, I start crying because it's like, wow, you did this shit again? So I look my mom dead in the face. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm calling the police this time. There's nothing that can stop me. Like I told my mom, I'm going to call the police. So I find my phone and I call the police on his ass. Now, I didn't want to lock him up because he could have went to jail that night, but I decided to get a restraining order instead. This is the part that pisses me off. He lied. He lied. So he ran to my uncle's house. Well, first he called my brother. And he was like, "Did you hit her?" And he said, "No, I pushed her." Or he said, "No, she fell. She fell." A smart person would ask, how did she fall if you were nowhere near her? How did she fall if you weren't close to her? How did she fall? And he left out a lot of shit. Because when I told my story back to my brother, he said, "Oh, he didn't say that. He didn't say that either. He didn't say that. He didn't say my mother fell due to him. He didn't say he mushed my head into the wall. He didn't say any of that. He left a lot of shit out." And this is how I know this is the BS story he told my uncle. So he ran to my uncle's house, right? And he told my uncle what happened, but he left a lot of shit out. And I was so pissed. I didn't even want to talk to my uncle. I'm like, "Bitch, fuck you," because at this point it's like, well, I'll get to that later. Anyway, he runs to my uncle's house. He tells him a bitch ass story that's not even the fucking, like, he left a lot of the truth out. And so then, because I knew where he was, I decided to text my uncle and I said, "This isn't the first time he's done this. He's chipped my teeth. Like, right when we moved here, he's chipped my teeth. He's hit me in my face before. Like, this isn't his first time putting his hands on me." This motherfucker, he tells my brother, he says, "I don't believe her, but I wanted you to know what she was saying, because she might try to lock you up." So then my brother decides to text my mom. He says, "Don't let her lie on me." Uncle doesn't believe her, but don't tell her. He doesn't believe her because she might try to get me locked up. He just wanted to know what she was saying. My thing is, my uncle don't even know this man. It's like, he wasn't raised around you. The only people that know how my brother truly is me and my mom. Because it is so easy to play a facade in front of other people, especially when you don't see them. It is so easy to be like, "Oh yeah, He's a good guy. Especially when y'all don't see each other. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? So it's like, you ain't grew up in a house. It's like you haven't been there in the house that I grew up in. You wasn't in Georgia. How the fuck are you gonna say I don't believe her? And I gave a nice paragraph of everything that he's done. Because like I said, this isn't the first time he's put his hands on me. He said verbatim, I'm gonna beat the hell out of her. Even when I moved here, he got upset because I left my clothes in the bathroom and he thought I did it on purpose. And that was a big ass argument, which ended up with him punching me in the face and I chipped my tooth. He chipped my fucking tooth because I left my clothes in the bathroom and he thought I did it on purpose. He's a fucking menace. And you gonna say you don't believe her? What? Are you fucking shitting me? Especially when I've told you this isn't the first fucking time, which is why I called the police. Let's think a little bit, right? Let's think a little bit. Let's use our thinking skills. If this hasn't been the first time, why would I call the police? Why was this my first time calling the police? Because you've done it before and I gave your stupid ass a pass, right? Wouldn't that click in somebody's head? I don't know. Anyway, so this isn't the first time. So that's what really pissed me off. Because I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You giving a motherfucker a pass? Because you don't believe me? Bro, bro. I was like, fuck all these people. And people wonder why I stay away, bro. People wonder why I don't talk. People wonder why I, like, am the way I am. Because my family is not shit for real. Literally, legit, not shit. How you not gonna protect somebody when they tell you it's not the first time that this has happened? Like, that's so weird to me. That's so weird to me. Never would I ever be like, I don't believe her. Never would I ever believe a woman that's talking about domestic violence. What the fuck are you on? Like, what are you on? That shit was so fucking weird to me. Anyway, so my brother told my uncle this bullshit ass story. And he believed it. Cool. Cool. I was like, wow. So that's when it hit me. I'm on my own with this situation. Cause back when I was living in Augusta, my brother put his hands on me. And I wanted to call the police. And my mama told me out my mouth, right? This is where the story gets a little different. My mama told me out her mouth. She said, if you call the police on my son, we're gonna leave. I was in high school. She said that shit. Mind you, my brother's older. She said, if you call the police on my son, we're gonna leave. Okay. But this is what is making me tell my story, right? This is a problem within the Black community. Because this is what he told my brother. He said, yes, I hit her. Yes, I put my hands on her. And yes, I threw water on her. But she shouldn't have called the police because she knows how black men get treated. So I was just supposed to let you do what you did and you were supposed to get away with it just because you were a black man? You dumbass bitch. You knew you was a black man when you put your fucking hands on me. You knew you was a black man when you threw water on me. You knew you were a black man when you got aggressive and you got in my motherfucking face. You knew you were a black man when you pushed your own mother out the way to get to me. You knew you were a black man then. So don't pull that dumbass brother card. Because you don't get to be violent and then not expect motherfuckers to call the police on you. You a bitch ass nigga for that. And you gonna always be a bitch ass nigga in my eyes. Because I'm the first woman you've ever put your hands on. And I swear, I hope any woman you date, gets you locked up if you ever put your hands on her. Because I've let it slide. Especially because your mama has been an enabler and has been protecting you. I've let it slide. There were multiple times where I could have called the police and you would have been locked the fuck up. But I didn't have the support. Now, I still don't have support. But don't let it happen again. Because you will be sitting. Fuck. I never should have did what I did. But she should have never called the police because she wasn't hurt. And because she knows how black men are with the police. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm a black woman. I don't go around terrorizing motherfuckers because I don't get my way. You fucking weirdo. You knew you was a black man when you put your hands on me. You knew you were black. But we're not finna do that. We're not finna play that, oh, black man, black man. I'm done protecting black men. You put your hands on me, whatever happens to you, respectfully. Me and my brother don't talk. I've gone no contact. The bitch is blocked. And honestly, it feels very, very good because he was always aggressive. And it's like he almost acted as if he was my father, and I didn't like that shit at all. Like he'd be like, get up, you need to do this. Who the fuck are you talking to? Who the fuck are you talking to? Me going no contact with my brother has been the best thing that's ever happened to my life. And I swear to God, he better keep his hands off me. Because now he knows where I'll take it. And that's what the fuck he needed. And I should have did it a long time ago when he put his hands on me the first time. I should have did it then. But I'm glad I did it now. And I made a TikTok video about this. The fact that shit went viral. And the fact that so many women could resonate with what I was saying was absolutely disgusting. And also the fact of how many black women went through the same thing and had their mothers enable the shit is disgusting as fuck. You moms need to stop protecting your bitch ass sons, and you need to start protecting your daughters. Y'all be on that son husband shit, and y'all be on that mama's boy shit, and you wonder why your sons are still 30 living at home. You wonder why your sons are hitting these women. Because it started with their fucking sisters. It started with their fucking siblings. It started with them. I used to always wonder how abusive men could hit a woman, right? Could hit the love of their life, right? And it's because it started with their sisters, and nothing got done about it because they were protected by their moms. That is a problem in the Black community. And the next time anybody puts their hands on me, I'm sending them to jail. I will be the one to send my brother to jail, and I don't give a fuck. Fuck that. He's your brother. He's your sister. When you put me in danger, when you put your hands on me, that's a whole completely different motherfucking story. Especially when you have done it more than one time. My mom has always been able to diffuse the situation, which is why I said I was gonna go to my mom's room, because she's always been able to diffuse the situation. Even though he's hit me still, she's been able to diffuse the situation basically. But this time she couldn't do it because she was on the floor. And I guess me and her realized she's too old for this shit. And he's too strong. I'm 5'4" and I weigh 140 pounds. I'm 25 years old. The first person that ever put his hands on me was my fucking brother. Both of my brothers. For dumb shit. Y'all seen the other story time. My brother put his hands on me because I didn't want to talk to his bitch of a wife at the time. Now he sees that he's a bitch of a wife because he ain't married to her no more. But anyway. So yeah. Trauma. And then my mom enabling it. If you call the police on me, on my son, we're leaving. What? You fucking weirdo? Like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't think my mom's a weirdo now, but then I did. It's like you wonder why I rebelled you wonder why I rebelled so much when I was a child. This is why. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Be a mom. Protect your kids. Fuck. If you see your kid is being violent, you need to protect the other one. Fuck. Doesn't that make sense? A girl died a couple of months ago because she wouldn't give her brother the Wi-Fi password, and he killed her. Also, one last thing I want to talk about. Get your kids tested. This is another thing in the Black community. Everybody feel like ain't nothing wrong with my son. Ain't nothing wrong with my daughter. If your kid is showing signs of ADHD or bipolar disorder or whatever the fuck, get them tested, because they could walk around and be menaces to fucking society. And when they start dating women, it could be all bad. I found out my brother's going to Florida to see a girl. I don't know you. You probably don't even watch my videos. He's unwell. The only person that knows him truly is me. When he gets upset, when that new phase wears off, I fear for you. Hopefully my brother gets anger management before he gets locked up by a woman. Because he doesn't do this shit around men. Because he's a bitch. He's a coward. He would never do this shit around men. And he will always act like he's the sweetest person in the room until you live with him. I'm good. But I'm not gonna lie. I can't say I don't fear for the woman he's talking to right now. Because she's only like 22, lives in Florida, and I don't know. I feel like she can do better. I'm not gonna lie. My brother has nothing to offer. What does he have to offer? Nothing. Which is why he goes for younger women, because he knows he has nothing to offer. That's kind of what they do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But yeah, she's just young and naive. It's sad, but unfortunately I have no way of contacting her because I don't know her information. So yeah. Peace and blessings be with you, my love, because anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to my story. If you are a family member and you are offended by anything that I said, I don't really know what to tell you. This is my story. I'm going to continue to tell my stories. And the thing is, if you don't want me to get on the internet and tell stories, you should probably tell people to stop doing shit to me and my family then. How about that? Because I'm not keeping shit a secret anymore. I'm not going to the grave with anything anymore. I'm going to continue to tell my stories about toxic family members. If you do something to me, I'm gonna make money off of it. I'm gonna make a fortune off of my misfortune. And that's all it is. Because let's be real. If my family didn't do shit to me, I wouldn't have stories to tell. But they continue. And you think I'm going to continue to protect an abuser? My brother is an abuser. He didn't put his hands on me every day. No. He didn't put his hands on me every month. No. But when he got mad and when he got aggressive, I was fearful. So for everybody that's like, oh, he seems so nice, he seems so sweet, he seems so this, he seems so that. He is. He is. I'm not gonna lie, he is. Until you live with him. And I mean that. Live with him. And like I said, the only people who are going to be living with him or even like who are going to be with him on like a daily basis is women. A woman he's dating or a girlfriend or a wife. They are the only ones who are going to know exactly how my brother is down the line once they get to know him, once that newness wears off. Because see, my brother doesn't live with this girl. This bitch lives all the way, well, she's not a bitch. I don't know if she's a bitch. Girl lives all the way in Florida. They don't live together. They don't see each other every day. She has no idea how he truly acts. Rude awakening for you, sister. But anyway, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for supporting, especially on my TikTok. It is very disgusting that Black women have to go through this with their siblings, because I've seen plenty of stories about Black women going through the same thing in my comment section on my TikTok. If you want to watch that TikTok, it's pinned. And if you want to go through the comments, and if you are someone that goes through this with a sibling, call the police. These motherfuckers know exactly what they're doing when they disrespected you. So it's time for you to protect yourself. Because if you don't, shit could happen to you. Or you could end up deceased. If you have a sibling who is abusing you, please do not take that shit lightly just because they're family, or just because you feel like your family members are going to shun you and disown you for it. Your safety is more important than what people think about you. And that is why I'm posting this video, because it is so fucking disgusting how many Black women have gone through the same thing and could relate to my story when I fucking told it on TikTok. It is fucking disgusting. And this shit ends here. I refuse to protect motherfuckers who don't protect me. Me and my brother, we will never have a fucking relationship. Because like I said, it's been too many times. And the fact that I felt so unsafe that I had to call the police on your stupid ass should say a lot. Get help. Get fucking anger management. Do something. Stay the fuck away from me though. Cause I swear to God, I don't want shit to do with your ass. I don't give a fuck if you hit the lottery tomorrow and become a millionaire. I don't give a fuck if you're poor on Skid Row. Do not contact me. And I mean that shit. With all of my heart. This isn't just for today. It's not just for tomorrow. I mean that shit. Don't fucking contact me. And if you don't get help, you're gonna get locked up. And I'll tell her. Because the shit isn't gonna stop. I didn't want to believe that my brother was an abuser. But if someone can continue to put their hands on you, they're an abuser. No matter how you look at it. If somebody has put their hands on you multiple times, they're an abuser. Somebody needed this video. And that's who I make these videos for. Somebody needed this video to reassure them that they did the right thing when they called the police on their brother or uncle or sibling, whoever the fuck. Somebody needed this video. And this is who I do this video for. I don't give a fuck about my family or who feels embarrassed. Bitch, you didn't go through what the fuck I went through. And you wasn't there when it happened. So you really don't even know what the fuck happened. But certain motherfuckers want to believe what an abuser is saying. But then again, it's like, why would he tell the whole truth when he knows when he thinks he's about to go to jail? Why would he tell the truth? That didn't register. That didn't click. Like, oh, this motherfucker lying. You have nowhere to go. So of course you gonna lie. You gonna cover up the goddamn truth. Does that not fucking register? Anyway, I'm done with this situation. I'm done with this topic. I told my story. And I hope this story helped somebody. That's all I want, bro. That's all I want. Anyway. Yeah. Peace.